So if I was to go back to 1920 tonight and talk to them about what my smartphone is able to do, they will be completely puzzled. If I was to say to them that with this device, I can order food, in fact, anything I want from anywhere in the world, delivered to my house. I can watch movies in any language I want. I can interact with people that live in the other side of the planet in a matter of seconds and see them. I can have access to all of humankind knowledge at the tip of my finger. People will be completely blown away. Now, if I was to describe to them the way most people work, they will not be puzzled at all. In fact, they will be quite worried. Because they will tell me, but hold on, this is exactly how we work in 1920. And the reason for this is work hasn't changed in the last century. Everything else has. We as society have changed, but the way we work hasn't evolved. Most of us still get up in the morning, Uber, yeah, that's different, bike to work, and then we still have a schedule, we still have a team, we still have meetings that we go to, we still have 40 hours, 5 days, titles, sometimes meaningful, sometimes meaningless. A lot of meetings to talk about meetings. And that would be fine if the world around us wasn't changing. That would be fine if cars were not driving themselves. That would be fine if computers were not starting to think for themselves. But they are. And we need to do something about this and seriously think about a different model to get work done. Because the model we have today is not fit for purpose. The model we have today doesn't enable companies, organizations to lift productivity, which is at all-time low around the world. The model that we have today doesn't enable people to choose what they're passionate about, for them to understand and find meaning into a place where they spend most of their life. We need to change this to start addressing the world's biggest problems that are not just business problems, but societal and environmental problems. Climate change, waste management. Those problems will be addressed, but we need to change the way we think about addressing them. We can't rely on a world of work where everyone is in a box doing task after task and process after process. If you think about academia or research, where most of the great breakthrough of the century has come from, they don't work in the way we work in organizations. They assemble in teams from all around the world. They don't follow processes. They define a problem. They think about breaking that down into chunk of work, analysis. They do this analysis, and then they find a solution. And then they dismantle the team, and they go back to something else. People are starting to realize and starting to change how they want to live. If Alexa can optimize my free time, if I can choose whatever I want to eat from Uber Eats, I surely want to start thinking about what I want to do as work and start to customize what I want to do. And we all want to do the same thing, being able to take control as opposed to follow what others tell us to do. People are starting to freelance. And we're seeing a trend in the world. In the United States, it's around 30, it will be 40% of the workforce that will start freelancing. And this is a model that is way more agile and let people decide what they do. But at the moment, the gig economy is not sustainable. Nothing is put in place to help those people thrive, to help those people find meanings into what we do. And that is something that government, organizations, individuals, schools need to come together and start changing. Realizing this, we started FutureWork Studio to address those issues, to think about a platform where we could bring together people that are at school, students in university, full-time workers, part-time workers, together to solve the problems that our society needs, but also to solve business problems that will enable a better future for our children. We want people to think differently about work. Our vision is to have a fluid marketplace where people can move across organizations doing tasks they really want to do and not be set within one brand, one country, one team with one budget and one manager. Imagine a supply chain operator who could be working 40% of the time in one company and 20% on social media for another one, because that's what he or she wants to do. And then 20%, they could be working on the next breakthrough with school students, getting feedback on a regular basis, and pushing the boundaries of what every individual can do. The way we've set up trainings, the way people think about work has to change for a better future. This is how we're thinking about the future of work. How are you thinking about your future of work? Thank you.